Hi, I'm Brandy Dickey with the Department of Aging and Disabilities, and you are joining us here today at Disability Awareness Day 2015. We just had a great presentation with County Executive Steve Shue. Councilman Pete Smith was here. We had the Maryland Department of Disabilities Secretary Carol Beatty was here. Emily Miller from the Department of Aging from Maryland was here as well. We had a lot of great, we've got some vendors here, as you can see behind me. We also had Pam Jordan come and speak to the crowd, and it looks like there are a lot of people here enjoying all of the vendors. And just released today, County Executive Steve Shue, he signed the executive order that he created to create ADA liaisons throughout the entire county government, which is really big for the Commission on Disability Issues and our entire county as a whole. So the Commission on Disability Issues has put on this entire event, and they've been doing it for quite many years now, and they're doing a great job. And as you can see, we can walk around and see some of the vendors and talk to them. We'll also have a couple different presentations. Hands for Harmony will be here, and hopefully we can see some of the sign language choir. Also presenting will be the Canine Companions, and that should be fun. Everybody loves dogs. So thank you, and please join us in walking around. Hi, Cisco. You just received a very special award today, and so the Commission on Disability Issues chooses an honoree for this Disability Awareness Day every year.
Right.
And they have chosen you. How do you feel about that?
Oh my gosh, I was stunned. I didn't even know I was nominated. So when I didn't find out until a letter came to the Cisco Center. Thank God I didn't throw it out. I thought it was junk mail at first, but completely honored. And for it to come because Joelle nominated me was even more special. She's been part of my life at Camp Greentop. I hired her when she was real young at 19. So very, very special award just to be recognized, you know.
And Joelle Ridgway is the chairman of the Commission on Disability Issues for Anne Arundel County. And what did you think of the presentation today? How was it meeting the county executive?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was really good. I always wanted to meet some of the people that were involved with making the decisions as far as special needs, and I think this was a perfect forum for that with the commission here and everybody else that has to do with special needs also here. So I think it's good. I think it had an impact.
Yeah. So what made you get into working with children with special needs and wanting to help our community?
Well, it all started. I was a sophomore in high school, Gonzaga High School in Washington, D.C., and at the time, Sergeant Shriver was our ambassador to France, and his wife, Eunice Kennedy Shriver, wanted to start a camp. They had moved back to the United States in Rockville, and she wanted to start a day camp for kids with special needs, a 3-week camp where you'd volunteer. So she came to the private high schools to see, if people could do it. So I did, and the rest is history.
It's working. So how many children do you work with?
Oh gosh, right now?
Yeah.
Like I mentioned before, we have probably over 100 families that we deal with over the course of a year, maybe more than that. It's hard to tell because our goal is to get them out of the center, get them into regular education, and most of them are successful in doing that. So to get them out of our program and into regular swimming programs or regular music programs or public education as well.
Yes. Thank you so much for all you do for our community, and you are helping our county really build awareness.
Oh, you're
so
welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I mean, you got to have a passion in order for this to be successful. And myself and my staff, it's the first thing I tell anybody I'm interviewing. You have to have a passion for it. It's not a job.
Right.
So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Cisco. is a Commission on Disabilities member, voting member, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about today and how happy you are with everything that went on?
Yes, this has been a very good day for the commission. This is our 8th year at Westfield Annapolis Mall, and we're very happy to be here, and we hope we stay here for many more years. We're in a new spot this time in front of Lord & Taylor's, and it seems to be working really well. I'm going around to all the vendors right at the moment to ask them what they think of it, and I've gotten very positive responses that they've had more people come by than they did in the old location, which seems to please them a lot, and it should. I think the ceremony went particularly well, in part due to the fact that the Department of Aging participated so much and practiced, which I've now learned makes a big difference. After us amateurs tried to do the award ceremony all these years, it was much smoother. I thought it was really good. And I think everybody in the audience did.
Thank you. Thank you. So you and another commission member, Ginger Palmer, you kind of organized this whole event and put together all of the vendors and what do you think of all the vendors that are here?
I think we have a good mixed group of vendors, everything from people who serve the elderly to all kinds of different disabilities, and it gives the folks who come by a good opportunity to learn a lot about the services that are available for individuals with disabilities, which I think is really important.
And can you tell us a little bit about the importance of Disability Awareness Day? What does it do for our community?
Well, I think it makes a lot of people more aware of the great services that we have in the county for people, and hopefully they will seek to use those services. That's what, of course, we want to happen. And the Department of Aging in particular has marvelous services available. And I think a lot of folks are learning things that will end up really helping them.
Yes, thank you, Iris. Thank you so much for putting this all together. It's a great presentation and went off without a hitch.
Yes,
Did a great job.
Well, a lot because of the Department of Aging and Pam Jordan and her staff.
Of course. Thank you very much. Ridgway here with me, who is the chairman of the Commission on Disability Issues for Anne Arundel County.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yes. And we had a wonderful presentation today with a lot of special guests, and you guys have been doing this for a while, right?
Yes, we have. We've been here at Westfield Annapolis. I think this is our 8th year here. It's a great opportunity and venue for us to get information to the public. People can stumble upon us and our resources, learn a little bit about what we do, but also what resources are available in the community for people with disabilities.
And this day really builds awareness for disability issues, correct?
It does. We not only do we have it at this venue so that we can touch people that we may not touch in another way, just by being at a meeting or being someplace that's not a real public venue. But our commissioners also go out into the community and look for people that are doing good work and supporting the disability community. And we do that throughout the year. And then a couple of months before this event, we start talking to people and asking them to come and be a vendor, but then also acknowledging them, the work that they do, the accessibility that they offer citizens of Anne Arundel County. So it's a really unique event in the sense that we're spreading awareness, not only about the services that are available, but we're also educating people about what resources are available in the community for businesses that help people with disabilities or have a really accessible establishment so that people with disabilities can access their business and with restaurants and different things like that.
And you recognized quite a few people here today. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And this is really for the recognition for these awardees, correct?
Yeah, it is. It's really our way of saying thank you, number one, for being so friendly to the disability community. I hope it encourages other people to want to break down whatever barriers exist, maybe in their business or the services that they provide, sort of as an incentive for people to want to make sure that we're inclusive of everybody in the county and not have barriers.
Right. And so it looks like there are a ton of vendors here, right?
There
So
are.
can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, I think that if the mall would let us, we'd probably have a lot more. There's a lot of people that are, doing great work in this county. But we do, we have there are state and county agencies here from like the Division of Rehab Services, the Department of Aging and Disabilities has a table. So looking in terms of what state programs are available to people, but then there's independent providers. So there's a table here from the Brain Injury Association, so providing education and outreach on brain injury services. We have people here representing the autism community, Cisco, the Cisco Center, who's our awardee today, and different employment resources for people, canine companions, just a kind of really a potpourri of things that are available to the citizens of Anne Arundel County where they can get more information. And maybe, a lot of times what happens in service provision is that you may stop and have a question and maybe one of the vendors here doesn't know the answers, but they likely know where you can find it. So the vendors here can also serve as a resource to other people who maybe couldn't be here today or something like that.
Thank you so much for bringing everybody here and joining in on this special day. And thank you for all you do with the commission in Anne Arundel County.
Thank you so much. And I can't thank the county enough for all the support that they give us.
Thank you.